I wasn't born here. I came with my sister, my parents, when I was 13, from Shanghai, China.
I was born in Jamaica and I came to Canada in 1975 with my family.
I was born in Italy, actually in the south of Italy, in a seaside town called Taranto.
My parents left Pakistan because they wanted a good life for their children.
We often had conversations around our dinner table where we talked about our day, and my parents would always reinforce that you're here in this country to have a better life. Access to education was an incredible part of that.
Apart from Indigenous people, every one of us came from somewhere else, and so we have that reflected in our caucus.
We've got people who speak multiple languages beside English and French, people who are not born in Canada or born in Canada. All those perspectives are unique, and they have a unique voice. They have a unique way of presenting the challenges that we face as a society.
Well, all throughout the 70s, Italy was going through a very difficult political time.
My parents were both lawyers, retired lawyers now, were involved in pro-democracy movement in Pakistan. In fact, my father spent 9 months as a political prisoner. And so my dad always says, when you ask him, why did you decide to come to Canada? And he always said, I wanted my children to be the citizens of the world. In other words, what he wanted is to make sure that his kids can do whatever they want to. In case of my mother, she gives a different reason, which is she wanted to make sure that her daughter, that is my sister, is equal to her two sons. And Canada afforded that opportunity to make sure that we are all equal.
You know, I'm very proud of our caucus. Over 30% of our caucus was not born in Canada. And so what that means is that at the caucus table, we have people with different life experience.
As a newcomer, relatively speaking, I work with a lot of newcomer groups. And especially, for example, the international student group. I understand their challenges and also recognize their value in our economy, in our society, in our schools. How do I turn something I believe in deeply into legislation? I move a private member's motion to adopt the Multiculturalism Day, June 27th, which we'll be celebrating in a couple of days.
I feel that being a liberal means trying to look ahead at the future, having a vision, and at the same time caring enough about people so that you don't leave anyone behind.
I think that the Liberal Party has a history of being open to the notion of difference and inclusion in who we are as Canadians. I think that there's a mindset and a predisposition to believing that in our diversity we will actually be able to be better citizens of the world, and that that's our responsibility.